Trigger warning, abuse. So I was on a date with this guy I had never seen before. Yes, thanks to my extremely poor dating skills, dating apps had come to the rescue. And wow, Kunal actually looks better than his pictures. After a round of awkward introductions, he suggested we get to know each other better. I instantly nodded and asked him to go first. Beaches or mountains, he asked. Now, when it comes to mountains, all everyone ever talks about is the breathtaking view from the top. But honestly, for me, it's the image of my vehicle being parked at the side as I puke my lungs out. The loopy zigzag roads to the top used to always make me sick. So, quite clearly, no, I'm not a mountain person. Now, when it comes to beaches, Friday was always the beach day because of Dad's intense love for swimming. Every week, I would collect seashells, draw on the sand, and play in the waves. I would always end up with red eyes because the stupid salt water used to get into them. But nothing irritated me more than the noise in the beach. It always ruined the sunset. But just after the sun sets, we'd all rush back to the car. Being the typical Indian family, we used to lay out newspapers on the seats to not get the sand on it, and we'd drive back home all sandy and wet. On reaching home, the perfect warm shower washing of the sand was the best way to end Friday. My mom soon stopped joining us, and my dad's friends started coming along. Now, this new uncle didn't know how to swim, and my dad was super happy, knowing that he could now swim to the off-limit areas without worrying about my safety. This uncle had the patience to play with me, and he soon became my great friend. I mean, he was equally excited to collect seashells, draw on the sand, and hated the crowds, just like me. Then, one Friday, as usual, my dad was swimming off into the far ends, while my uncle and I were playing in the water. It was noisy, but I was enjoying the waves in my pink inflated rubber float. All of a sudden, I felt something on my legs. I moved my legs thinking it was a seaweed. But as the touch went up my thigh, I couldn't help but notice my friends smiling. And all at once, the noise just faded into silence. I didn't know what was happening. I kept moving my legs in desperation. His fingers kept knocking at the doors and the windows of my house that I never wanted to open again. I was numb. And just like that, behind my friend, I could see the sun setting into the sea. I finally saw the sunset in silence. But you know what? I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't peaceful. What may have been a few minutes felt like 1,000 years. I felt really, really cold on that car ride back home. I can hear my mom's faint screams and bangs on the door of the bathroom saying it's been more than an hour since I was inside, but what could I tell her? That I still feel dirty even after scrubbing the soap onto my skin for the millionth time? That the sand had gotten washed away, but I still felt filthy? That my eyes were red, but this time it wasn't the salt water, but my own tears? I never went to the beach after that. Amidst my school and friends and tests, this memory too got locked up with all my beach clothes up in the cupboard. But every time I saw that pink rubber float, I used to feel disgusted. I eventually did go to the beach years later. By then I understood what happened to me. I looked around and saw the same sand, same seashells, same sandcastle, same noisy family, same waves and same sunset. But this time, I was different. I guess I've learned to live with it. I guess I finally learned to watch the sunset with a noisy background. So, beaches or mountains? He asked again. Kunal's eyes are now piercing into mine, waiting to know the answer. With a deep sigh and a half smile, I answer, neither. They both make me sick. Hey guys, if you like my story, do give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you guys felt in the comment box down below. I genuinely feel stories have the power to change the world, and if you feel that this story could help your friends or your loved ones, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe to Kommune because where else can you find such amazing and heartwarming stories? So together, let's try changing this world, even if it's one story at a time. Thank you.